Hello guys, Nintendo Capri Sun here, and welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies 2. We are taking on the illustrious level 13. Oh, and as you can see, this is not my first shot at this. It's okay though, you know, I did say this level was kind of hard, so I decided not to really show. And since I've already beat the level, I mean, if I was playing blind, I might feel more inclined to show a few failed attempts. But since I already know, basically, the general gist of how to beat it, I don't see the need to sit in here and experiment with things. I mean, I guess I could. That is one of the most fun parts about the game, though, is experimenting. Like, even when you know how to beat a level, it's fun to try to find different ways to beat it, different plants to beat it with, different setups with those plants. So, definitely some replay value to be had here. I already got 2 plant food. So in this level you get peanuts, which I don't know if we've seen these before, but there they are. Basically they carry all the properties of a pea shooter and a walnut, all balled up into one plant. The only gimmick with them really is that if they get eaten halfway down, they lose half of their firepower, so obviously, well, you know what that means. You don't need me to tell you. So, but the thing of this level is that there's actually Jester zombies. That becomes a problem when you... Oh god, what is... Okay, we switched it back. Good. Oh, that was lucky that I killed that wizard when I did. Because he had turned that peanut zombie down there into sheep, and that zombie was about to walk past him. I mean, he would have gotten hit with a lawnmower, it doesn't really matter. But still, I like to try to keep my lawnmowers if I can. If I end up having to use lawnmowers to beat a level, I guess that's not the end of the world. But still... So they don't give you a huge variety of plants here. The fume shrooms are pretty much the most useful thing. Well, I mean, peanuts are good too, though. You just gotta be careful where you place them. One thing I like to do in this level, I found, just starting out, is try to put a bunch of peanuts in one row. So that way, you know, on the off chance the Jester zombie does come out, like right here, he's less likely to come out on a row that has peanuts on it. If he does, and it will happen, you know, just throw out a fume shroom and put some plant food on it. But, you know, that's all a matter. It's also a matter of making sure you got plant food to spare. Because you may not. If you're like me, though, conservative and shit, you know, then, well, you probably will have some. A couple of night zombies moving in on the racks here. This is when you might want to start, like, planting peanuts more towards the front. Maybe just, like, one in each row. Sort of like this. Because even if a Jester zombie does come out, you know, if there's only one peanut in that row, then that's not a huge deal. Because he's only firing back one pea. Here comes the wizard, boy. We're gonna keep this guy busy. You know, put something out there for him to turn in. There we go, yeah. I didn't want him on the screen. It's like I remember this one night when Chris Long tried to call me. And Mom came into the room. I was in my sister's room. We were watching TV together. And Mom came in and said he wanted to talk. And I was like, I don't want to talk to him. And I was trying to sound like Han Solo in Empire Strikes Back when he says, I turned it off. I don't want to talk to her. I thought I was so badass. Anyway, I don't want to talk to him. Like, gee, you're so good at sticking up for yourself by telling your mom to go say no to him, you know? Okay, let's see here. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, I'm just kind of putting stuff out. The later you get in this level, in the Dark Ages, you start to find that strength in numbers becomes the key. We're gonna go and take this mess out there. We want one on the top too, though. Yeah, let's do that. Especially with that Jester zombie in there. Firing the... But the thing is, if the peanut's in the front of the row, you know, he's firing the peas back. Well, once again, peanuts are like walnuts. So they can take the damage if need be. And, you know, even if they get halfway down, they're still firing. They still keep firing like assholes. Okay. This may just be the worst part of the level here, is when it throws out 3 wizards at once. But If you have the plant food to spare, I would suggest go ahead and using it. Because I believe this is the last wave of them. Might as well take care of this third one too. There's no sense in waiting around. Nice. Okay, is this the last guy? This is the last one. It's gonna take a while to kill him, but that's fine. We'll just sit here and watch. Watch as that helmet disintegrates. It reminds me of that Disney cartoon where where Goofy had to go up against, like in a jousting match, against a big, huge knight with armor. And he got this idea where he just, like, kneeled up inside of his armor. And this guy starts going at it, whacking him with a mace and using a chainsaw or a power saw or something on him. And every now and then it would cut to Goofy inside of the armor, and he would, like, rub his finger across his nose and smile at the camera. Oh, I love this level. Oh, I'll get back to that in a second. Anyway, and eventually the big, huge knight gets tired, and I can still see it in my head, him pulling his neck as the steam comes out, he's sweating. And eventually he just collapses, and Goofy is the champion. I want to see that again. So as you can see, no sun shrooms on this level. But you have to generate 5,000 sun before the end of the level. So how do you do that? Well, as you can see in the top right corner, they pretty much set you up with Sunbeam and Grave Eater. So all we have to do now is just decide what else we want to take with us. I want Melon Pulse. And, yeah, that should do it. You can use these more expensive plants on this level because of, you know, well, I'll actually do that instead, yeah. Chili Bean just makes a better TSPP in general. And you probably need it early on when you're trying to set things up. But anyway, so every grave that spawns in this level has sunshine on it, so that's going to be your source of sun early in the level. After that, you can start planting the Sunbeam to generate sun from zombies based on how much HP they have. So when a regular zombie comes out, I mean, I guess I can show you, it doesn't really matter. But what'd you do? Did we see how this worked before? You plant the Sunbeam, the zombie eats it, and then he drops the sun for every amount of damage that you do to him, or if you do all of the damage at once, as in, you know, with an insta-kill item, then he just drops all of his HP in the form of sun at once. In the case of a regular zombie, that's only 50 sun, which is the same thing it costs to put the Sunbeam down in the first place. So there's no point in giving it to the regular zombies. But when you start to see bucket heads and knights, yeah, you definitely want to use the Sunbeam on as many of those as you can. Because otherwise you'll never hit 5,000. It's not that hard to actually hit. I've played this level like 3 or 4 times and I've yet to actually fail it. And it's so fun. I think this level is really fun. I don't know what it is about it, but I guess I just like the gimmick. So keep an eye on your Grave Eater here, so you can be generating sun that way. When you get enough, you can start putting stuff out to help yourself out, but for the time being, I mean, this is a cone head, it's not really worth it, but there's nothing else on the screen, so why not? So I just go Sunbeam, Chili Bean. That way he eats the first one, and then the second one, and boom. Got yourself some free sun. So in the meantime, all you have to do is just eat graves. Get a night zombie, though, that's definitely going to be worth it. We'll just do this right here. Oh, man. There's a lot of sun from him and all those graves. So that right there is all. We're already at 1,500 here. I mean, yeah, this is not going to be too bad. I'm going to go ahead and maybe put out a melon pole here in a second. As soon as I get this set up. Whoops. I'll do that again. Keep eating those graves too. There we go. There's not going to be much for him to do now besides that, but yeah. It's not too often you get to use these cannon things, so I like to use them in this level. If you're going to be generating a bunch of sun anyway, you might as well get some expensive plants and just splurge. So that's what I'm doing. Ugh. Even when he's slowed down, he's still a nuisance, let me tell you. Chili beans won't work on the wizard either. I should actually probably demonstrate that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I have to demonstrate every single occasion where something works or doesn't work, but sometimes, I don't know. I have to figure out who I'm giving this to. I don't even think I need that chili bean. Melon Pulse will probably finish him off before he gets to it. Now you're right behind him. I'd love to get a Sunbeam on that guy. And him and the Buckethead both. Oh, perfect, perfect. So we give the Sunbeam to the Knight. He'll make it to the Chili Bean, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this Buckethead too. I mean, it's okay. You don't have to get all of them, but still. It just helps a lot. 3,100. Not bad, not bad. In the meantime, he's dropping little bits of sun because of the Melon Pulse hitting him. So the sun kind of drops as their HP drops, but as you can see, he had a lot more to go there, so... He did manage to get that Buckethead, thank goodness. Go ahead and do this right here. Anything to get those wizards down. Thought I heard the wizard sound effect again after they were dead. Man, this is probably just a bug. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, there's not a whole lot left. This guy's gonna drop, you know, however much sun they... I don't actually know how much sun they drop. And, of course, here comes the Gargantuar. Let's see. 46. Oh, shoot. Change before I could see how much he dropped. I think it was 300, actually. Anyway. Need something to do with my plant food there, so, you know. Uh-oh. Wait. Oh. I'm telling you, man, those cherry bombs are so good in this. Ugh. Need to spend another plant food here. Yeah, when I tried to record on Big Wave Beach, anytime I would use that watermelon, everything would just go totally pixelated. You couldn't see a thing that was going on. So it's gonna be kind of weird to go to to go back to Big Wave Beach again. Because I don't even know what level I got to on that. I don't think I recorded much of it. Because originally, I don't know, like earlier in the LP, I was gonna skip the Dark Ages because I wanted to get to the beach because I love beaches. But I'm glad I went back and played the Dark Ages, because it actually turns out to be probably the most fun world of the game that I've played yet. I remember the beach wasn't too bad either, but then again, I just played the first 3 levels of that, so... And those are always easy. The first 3, well, the first half of any world is usually pretty easy. So, on to night 15. Oh, yeah, this one. Okay, what I'm gonna do here is just pretty much... I've tried a lot of different things on this level, and I've yet to find anything that works. So I've looked around at other strategies, and I've found a couple that seem like they could work. Shoot, Puffroom. I think that's all I need. It really doesn't matter what else I put in there. Maybe that, yeah. Just anything. So basically, like, the laser beam is pretty much the key to it all, because it fires pretty much to everything in the row. You need it to be able to do that. Corn is also good, especially for plant fooding. In fact, I think every plant food we're going to use here is going to be on the corn, just to slow them down. The plant food on a fume shroom is nice, but it's only 1 row. It's only going to get you so far. Plus, we need a plant food for the Infinite. Or Infinite. And of course these guys. It starts you off with 5 Jesters. Now this is a problem, but I mean, it's just part of the setup. They'll survive it. Thank goodness it doesn't heal them, you know, because that would be a problem then. Anyway, once those, and the other thing you could do with those if you wanted is set out 5 potato mines to kill them. That's the other strategy. The problem is, well, with that, I wouldn't have enough sun to have all this. So if you can get a setup that kills the Jesters and still have, you know, enough to take out the rest of it, I don't know if this is going to be foolproof or not. I love the corn pulse, man. That butter is so helpful. But once again, butter is RNG, so you kind of have to hope a little bit here. And this may be a good time for our first plant food, yeah. Butter everywhere. I haven't seen that much butter since my last bowl of mashed potatoes, man. I'm just kidding. There's a lot of lizards on that top row. I'm wondering if I shouldn't go ahead and... Well, no. Good job on that laser beam. It is holding them back, but I'll tell you, there's more coming every second, so... Yeah, with the second wave of Jester zombies, it's not as bad, because usually there's a zombie in front of them to absorb whatever they would have thrown back. And yet the laser beam still hits them, so you're still good there. You don't have to worry about those too much. It's this row right here, this set of wizards coming. Well, actually, no. There's another one after it. I mean, this one sucks too, but, well... Man, what are you gonna do, right? Why did that just pop up there? I hope that doesn't show up in the recording. Just popped up on the screen there. Anyway. I'm just kind of sitting back and watching this right now. I'm not doing much of anything besides plant fooding. I don't know when I suddenly decided that plant fooding was a verb, but I'm using it, so deal with it. I'm just kidding. It's nothing like seeing a bunch of frozen zombies on the screen, knowing they can't do it. Ooh. 2 wizards on a single row, that's ugly. I'm not sure if that's always how that works. I don't even remember what happened last time I did this. Oh shit. These guys are gonna get through. Yeah, I may have used my plant food a little too liberally that time. Just can't get enough of the political jargon, can you? Oh, and when that runs over the wizard, they're going to turn back to normal, and then they're going to start getting eaten. I mean, it doesn't matter. It looks like the lawnmowers are going to take care of them. So, yeah, not the most graceful victory in the world, but, you know, they give you the lawnmowers for a reason. You might as well use them. So that's night 15. Just by the hair of our chinny chin chin. So next time on Plants vs. Zombies 2, we will move on to nights 16 through 18. I don't know why I'm being so formal here with my announcement of this. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, next time, nights 16 through 18. Have a good night.